Alright guys, so I'm heading to my next job. I gotta put a couple put a ball valve on a water heater, sweat. And I bought, just for price check, I have this, I don't have the ball valve on my truck. I usually just use a shark bite, but Johnny's turning over a new leaf. So the ball valve's 12 bucks a piece, and a slip coupling's almost 3 bucks. And I bought my paste. Down here in Florida, it's so hot that you have to use hot weather paste. Otherwise, this regular number 5 paste will just turn into fucking soup in the summertime, and it spills and makes a mess out of all your fucking tools, and it's just a total fuck up. So I bought a little thing of regular paste. Hopefully it'll be easier for me to get this stuff out of the container. The other day I had to actually put it in the microwave when I put that solar heater in to get it to loosen up. But you need to be able to get that paste on and spread it. Very important step, man. There's only a couple of steps, 3 or 4 steps to soldering, and if one of them ain't right, it ain't gonna work. Alright, let me call these people and tell them I'm on my way. Check it out. Very nice. Let me put a new ball valve on that. Nice car, man. So guys, it's getting kind of blustery out here. With this cold front heading towards us. I just need to get a 4-foot step ladder. Obviously my buckets have taken a ride. Ow. Ow. Boy, the knees are really hurting, man. Let me get my stuff together. Guys, so, well, I'm just gonna shut it off out here if you don't mind.
While you're here, actually, our shut-off valve to the house, I've been meaning to replace it. It's nasty.
Okay. So we'll take a peek at that. Let me just get this guy shut off.
First, yeah.
If you ever shut the water off to this, using this shut off, you need to make sure you use the discharge shut off valve of this backflow. Okay. If you shut this off, it's going to dump the pressure and then possibly not seat again. So then you have to rebuild the damn thing.
Okay, so use that.
Yeah.
I always shut it off at the house.
Yeah. I just get, that's easier, and I know it's a reliable valve.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you got something dripping here.
Yeah, it's leaky.
All right, so you need a new one here?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I got them. Yeah, I've got another one. I bought 2 of them for this.
Any chance it's stainless?
No, I don't have it. You can't, I don't think you can solder stainless.
Okay.
To that copper.
Okay. Yeah.
So, is this hose bib dripping?
It is, because it's off.
Yeah, so you need one of these too. All right, I'll get you hooked up, man. Hey, can I use your bathroom, please? Unfortunately for me, it's like Pavlov's dog. I knock on the door and I gotta go.
Yeah, come on in.
It's my curse.
I can fill you back up with liquid too if you want.
No, I'm good.
Anything.
Nice car, man.
Thank you, thank you. It's looking like a storage unit right now, but I promise I don't keep it that way.
That's okay. Yeah. All right, guys. So this is a gas water heater, and I'm here to replace this valve. I don't know if it's a new valve or what, but I'm gonna have to sweat it off. Definitely has water dripping on the top of the heater. Not much, but wow, look at that. Look at the buildup in that thing. Copper. You guys love that shit, man. You don't see that in CPVC, guys. That's all I'm telling you. Got a little fugly with the whatchamacallit. So we got this cold weather coming in, guys. Oh, Jesus. Scooby-Dooby-Dee. Scooby-Dooby-Dee. Okay, so now comes the fun part. Alright, so I got my new paste. It's gonna spread a lot better in this chilly weather. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Skibboobity. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Righty. So this tripod's nice, but it is right in front of me on this particular job, and there's shit everywhere on the side of the heater, so I can't change that. So I looked really good at this pipe I took out, and it was soldered correctly. You know, I had good coverage all the way around. I'm hoping I can get this in with no issue. I am going to put a little mark here just to gauge it, make sure I'm in all the way. Making sure I'm in all the way has never really been an issue for me, you know. Yeah, my nickname wasn't Tripod. So I just need to melt this solder. Yeah, it just went in all the way. I'll let that set up for a second and then I can just clean this. I think I got plenty of room to just clean this copper and put it together. Excuse me. So I was just at the supply house and they have this new shark bite fitting that you can actually see inside of it. It's clear. And the big issue, the only issue with shark bite fittings is that people don't put them on right. They either leave the sleeve in on copper that hasn't been deburred. It's not needed on copper anyways. But so now you can actually see that the valve is, that the fitting is seated, you know. No hell. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I think there's no difference between them and a Pro Press. The only difference is, you know, you don't have as many options with Pro Press. You put it on and that's what you get. Yeah, that thing's like right in my way. Okay, that's that. That is that. Knocking this thing all over the place. Sorry guys. I'm going to show you how I solder. I heat up the copper first to get the heat traveling down into that valve body, and then I hit the valve body and just flood the joint. That's it. No playing around. Knock the snot off if you're that kind of person that really bothers you. But that's it, man. I always heat the copper first because you're going to get that copper hotter than you would if you were trying to heat it up through a brass fitting. So I heat the copper up first all the time, and then I go to the fitting and suck the solder right in. So this is the old valve. had a snot on it. Looks like Johnny Sunshine put that one in, but not really. Alright, so they want a new valve on the outside of the house. They need a new hose bib over there. So I got some more work to do, and then they got their son or somebody, some kid put a bunch of rocks in the garbage disposal. Something weird with this water, man. Must be a pressure tank somewhere on this house. That's all I can think. Yeah. Alright guys, so this torch tip is not working for me. It was good on rough-ins back in the day, but not anymore. I need to get the Master Blaster. Almost red hot and I can't get it off. Son of a bitch. That sucks. Ba-ba-ba. Fucking paint. There's like 16 coats of paint on this house now. Whoa. Whoa, Jason. Sometimes the simplest jobs can be a real pain. So I'm going to try to cut this hose bib off because I've been having nothing but bad luck draining things down in this house. I still have water. Tell that this solder joint was just barely keeping that thing from leaking. Terrible solder joint. There's no reason to cut the goddamn copper so close to the house. It's just stupidity, and it you know, makes it tough on the guy who has to come after him. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm always thinking about the next guy, because it might be me, and that's not the reason. It's just the right way to do shit. I mean, why the fuck would you just leave almost less than a half-inch of copper hanging out of the fucking block wall? Just don't make no damn sense, man. And you better work hard or you pay. Okie doke. So I'm gonna put a female adapter on here. I can find my cleaning brush. struggling on this one, guys. Can't find my acid brush now. It's one of them days. That's how you're supposed to do it, guys. Not like a dumbass creating problems for yourself. So these labs going well. Not my best work, guys. I gotta admit, I'm struggling for some reason right now. Probably that healthy food I fucking ate. Get my brain all fucking working backwards. What the fuck? This ain't no Taj Mahal. Lipski. I just have to say, blustery out here. la 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 la. Skittle bitty dee. Dee 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 dee. Skittle bitty dee. Dee 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 dee. Skittle bitty dee. Perfect. It is really getting windy out here, man. Strangers in the night. Skibble-biddy. Doke. Throw this fucking hose bit on. gonna shoot that off to the side, just to make sure it's not gonna be shit splashing all over the place. Put my paste away. Turn the water back on. Yeah. Little bit more. Alright guys, we're all done on that. It took way longer than it should. It would be great if I just charged, you know, $270 for a main shut-off replacement. That's it. I like these valves. They're repairable, easy to use. You can throttle it without getting soaking wet. I like them. Alright, so let's go see if we can figure out what's going on with this garbage disposal. We're all good there. Well,
How's it going?
good, good. Let's check out your garbage disposal.
Okay.
Somebody threw some rocks in there.
The kids have been worked up about getting fish for about 3 months, and so finally after Christmas we got them a fish.
And it lasted a day or two.
My son was putting rocks in his aquarium here,
Yeah.
and the
Down
aquarium
they
rocks
went.
dumped in there. Yeah, so I think Laura's got most of them out of there, or if not all of them. But then there must have been one that kind of snuck its way through.
Okay.
And I don't remember if there's a reset switch or something on there.
Yeah, there is on the bottom.
Okay.
I just want to take a quick peek down in here. Yeah, I see. Were they black?
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of them in here.
Oh, there's still one in there. Okay. So that's the. Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah. So it's seized up right now. I mean, it actually tripped the breaker.
It wants to go, but it just
Hums.
Yeah.
All right, let me go get a tool for that, and we'll try to do it from up here.
Okay. How about yourself?
I'm originally from Rhode Island.
Okay. How long you been down here?
38 years. Been here for a long time.
Yeah.
All right, so I freed that up.
Okay.
What I really want to do is here's the stopper. What I want to put the stopper in here
Yeah.
and fill this guy up with water and
Okay.
get a really good gush.
Yeah.
Where is the switch? Is there an air switch somewhere, or is it over there?
Yeah,
That one in the
this is
corner?
it. Yeah.
Okay, that's the first one, okay.
You still like being down here?
It's getting very hot. You know, I can't take the heat in the summertime, but I'm semi-retired. I work like 4 or 5 hours a day mostly, and but in the summer it's unbearable for me. At 60 years old, and I had health issues. I had leukemia back in 2015. Had to have a bone marrow transplant.
Okay.
And it's a grind down here. I love it. Like today,
Yeah.
you can't buy. This is like priceless, man.
Right, yeah.
Especially when you look at what's happening where you're coming from.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly,
Kentucky and up
Yeah,
there.
DC. They got
Oh
some
yeah,
cars,
it's a bad day up there.
Yeah.
But you know, where can you go? What's that?
I'm with you on the heat. When we first moved down here, it didn't bother me at all. We've been down here for 7 years now. And the first few years, I think I was just so excited to be here. I didn't mind the summers. But now, I have to get away halfway through and just take a couple weeks and go somewhere cooler.
Where it's cool.
And
Get
then
a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, and then I can come back and I'm okay. But yeah,
Well, last year was the hottest year on record, so that's part of it, you know, a big part of it.
Sure.
It is sweltering down. When you have 15, 20 days of over 100 degree heat index, most people go home on days like that. Not down here. You work even harder.
Yeah, that's right.
You know.
Yeah, because it ends up being really 6 months of high heat.
I hardly ever turn my air conditioning off. I mean, I had my air conditioning on last night in my house, you know. Crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely.
And there's a lot of other things that bother me too about that weren't the case years back.
Sure.
It's getting a little too confrontational for me.
Yeah,
I'm not liking it.
Yeah, Florida's an interesting place. I know what you're saying.
They're a different breed here.
Yeah. It's politically it's an interesting place, especially after COVID. You know, I thought things would change more than they have, but I think a lot of people come here for a reason. You know, it's you get a lot of folks from California that don't want to be in California because it's too liberal and I don't know. Plus, it's just busier here.
Yeah, when I moved here, Clark Road was two lanes. Now look at it.
Yeah.
7 lanes.
Yeah. My parents have been down here 20 years, and obviously it's changed a lot since then. But
you know, my feeling is that, you know, there are things that bother me and the heat bothers me, but my greatest fear is that I lose my lily pad here in Sarasota and I get somewhere else and say, damn, I didn't know how good I had it.
Yeah, what did I do?
I live on an acre of land. I have a guest house, a swimming pool, and a spa, and it's, you know, it's nice, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you become complacent, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
And
I think the other thing is just where would you go, you know? 'Cause
right.
I lived overseas for a while when I was a kid, and then I moved back to the States 2 weeks before 9/11. So I was thinking, whoa, I was in the Netherlands. Like, what did I do? And the economy was a little tricky then, so I ended up going back to school for a while. And
what kind of work do you do?
I do work for the government, so financial work for the government, so DHS and Citizenship and Immigration.
Oh, nice. That's a hot subject these days.
Oh yeah, it dies right around this time, transition time. There's not much going on, but we've started to get some information requests and stuff. But I don't know. It's so wildly different what Trump wants to do and what Biden was doing. Most of that the stuff on the immigration side just gets locked up in litigation.
Yeah.
So nothing happens.
Nobody's going to make any big, the pendulum's not going to swing.
No.
And I really don't, this mass deportation,
There's no
for
way.
one thing, I pray to God that it doesn't happen, because our country's going to be in some deep shit without these guys who do all the work.
Right, absolutely. There's no way. And they're already starting to change all that stuff that he was talking about.
He's going to stop backtracking. Like lower food costs, come on.
Yeah.
Once they get to a plateau, they don't go backwards. Corporations.
Yeah. So I've been doing the same work for almost 20 years. And it's been back and forth. I started with Bush and then with Obama. So you kind of work for a while and doing something, and then
now you know the lay of the land.
And you kind of reverse what you did before. But
2 steps forward and 1 step back.
Yeah.
And the American people lose at every turn.
That's right.
Corporations seem to be doing pretty damn well.
Yeah.
And the gap, the earnings gap, the rich are getting richer and richer and richer. And now, unfortunately, in my eyes, we turned over the keys. Just look at who Trump nominated.
Yeah.
Billionaires typically look out for themselves. That's how they get to be billionaires.
Yep. Right.
Elon Musk is not going to be. He could wipe a lot of the problems in this world away with a stroke of a pen.
Yeah.
But he has no interest in that.
Nope. Negative. He will not. He won't do it. It'll make it worse.
So I'm trying to figure out where you found me on a website.
Laura found you for some kind of like a mom's group that she's on for Facebook or something.
Probably a liberal. Is she a liberal?
Yeah.
That's why. I kind of figured that when I got here. That's where that came from. I get them a lot, man.
Okay.
But I'll be honest with you. I'm to the point now. I was very vocal and angry. We lost the battle, and what my plan is for the next 4 years is just to live my values.
Yeah.
Not waste my time trying to convince people that you can't convince them of anything.
No, not
You might
here.
as well be talking to whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm just going to live my life, treat people the way I think they should be treated,
Yeah.
and do my thing. And it's going to be better for me. I think mentally, on both sides.
Yeah.
I think we're exhausted with this 24-hour news cycle and
Yeah, it's too much.
too much crap.
No, it doesn't do you any good.
It's not healthy.
It's not.
It's unhealthy to be here in America lately.
No, Kevin wanted to move to Portugal. We considered it. The kids don't want to go. Our son, our 9-year-old, was really upset. He has some choice words that I'll let him get out about it. And then he said, what do we do now? And I said, just like you do in any emergency situation, now we're the helpers. We have to be, we're not the people that are targeted, so we're fine. We have to help the people that are targeted.
Yeah.
We have to stand up for what's right, but also, like you said, not get bogged down in it mentally.
It can really take over your life.
Yeah, like we were so
I've been
fast for
involved
so
with
long.
politics my whole life, my family.
Yeah.
We've all, I've had people, mayors in my family, and we've always been active. My mother was big into civil rights, and I'm best friends with the guy, Cliff Montero. He was the head of the NAACP in Rhode Island, the president, but he was also a bodyguard for Martin Luther King in walking over the Pettus Bridge.
Oh, I've got chills. That's amazing.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He
I
calls
bet he
me
is.
all the time. And he's
so
about
cool.
85 years old now.
Yeah.
But he's got pictures of all that stuff, and every day on Facebook, he'll change the picture, it'll show him in his uniform, and walking across the bridge, and just, those are my people.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like, honestly, with this storm, I turned my house into a sanctuary city.
Yeah.
I swear, I have an acre of land.
Yeah.
And the only people who came to help me with the mess that I had were immigrants.
Yeah.
They flocked to Walmart and Home Depot, and all you had to do was drive in there and say, I need 2 guys, $20 an hour each.
Yeah.
And they are skilled.
Yeah.
We need these guys. They're the ones who are clean. Let's just look at the people who are doing the work.
Yeah.
It's not Billy Bob anymore down here, you know?
No. And Florida, of all states. I mean, imagine if we didn't have one immigrant in Florida, what it would look like.
And the people
It
at the
would look
top
like
know
it
that.
did.
They just use all that hatred to control the rest of the people.
Yeah, they're
They
not
know
going to
it.
do anything because
They know.
their biggest donors are totally profiting off of these people. Every house that's built, damn near every house that's built in Florida these days is built by a Mexican crew.
Yeah.
Framers and these building companies, Lennar, all these, they're all, and they do good work, man. These are young kids in their 20s who are skilled. They can build houses, and they're not here to, do what Donald Trump says they're here to do.
No.
They're here to work, man, and have a better
He's
life.
out of touch. He doesn't even know.
He's a lunatic. I can't
That's a
stand
nice
his
word
guy.
for him.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I can't take him. Anyways, you guys are all set.
It's
So you
nice to have you here. So I knew that we were, because that is the one. I know it's Nicola. I stopped doing Amazon a few years ago, but with this, I've downloaded an app and it tells you what the corporations do. I pulled into Staples the other day. I pulled it up. I was like, well, gotta pull back out, find it somewhere else.
Hobby Lobby. We just keep on
we stopped
going.
them a long time ago too. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah,
Totally.
but it was nice to know that we were hiring somebody that aligns with our.
Alright guys, I'm all done on this house. A couple of shut-off valves. And got their garbage disposal cleared out of some aquarium rocks. Gave them a new tool. Gave them a garbage disposal tool, not the Allen wrench. But an actual tool that you can stick down into the garbage disposal. They were nice people, my kind of people, if you know what I mean. And I gave them a New Year's gift. But check it out, guys. That's called salmon, Jackson. Son of a bitch. You just rip it right out of the box in your hand. Wow. I could have put 2 shark bites on that and been out of there in a fucking heartbeat. Doing it the fucking Fred Flintstone way. I'm a little off balance today. At least on that call. I fucking moved my, when I was done with the water heater, I moved it, my ladder. This big 300-pound fucking trailer thing, tow hitch or something, fell down and almost took me out, but it took out a family heirloom, it looked like. I'm hoping it wasn't. I mean, she swept it up, but I felt bad. You never want to break something in somebody's house, but that water heater had a lot of shit packed around it. Way too much shit for a gas water heater. All I know is if you went up on that roof, when that gas water heater is running, and you put your hand on that over or under that vent to feel the exhaust, it's hot as fucking hell. It'll burn you. That's wasted energy. Just put a fucking goddamn electric heater in there. Learn to live with it. Boy, that's good, man. Oily. So what time is it? It's about 1:30. Johnny's done. Let me see I gotta see if I can find my buddy. That guy called me up about the electrician I told him to get. R&R Electric, Sarasota. Fuck. +10 years in business. That ain't them. I gotta get home and figure this out for this guy. Looky here. So I got one question for Mikey Pipes. You listening, Mikey? I hope you got over the explosive diarrhea, projectile diarrheaing. But you posted a picture of it looked like Tom died. And it appeared he'd been taking a job at Burger King, which is all, it is what it is. But my question is to you, when did they start selling kosher food at Burger King? You sure you ain't a closet fucking fast foodie? Eating that fucking hot garbage from Burger King? I mean, I will say it's a little better than the hot garbage you get from McDonald's, but just a question I had, and may Tom rest in peace. Yeah. They're gonna have to put the fucking in the cremation thing, they're gonna have to put jet fuel in that motherfucker to crispy him up. You know what I'm saying, guys? They charge by the pound, not by the life. Wow. Wow. That's it, guys. Have a great day.